Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you all doing great. So for today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at my Transformers and Marvel Legends MCU display. So ever since I've gotten this new shelf last Christmas, I've been thinking about doing a display video for you guys. So all the figures that you're gonna see here is not the entirety of my collection, as there are some that are stored and they can't all fit in there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and without further ado, let's get right to it. This is my current MCU Marvel Legends display and collection, because these are the total figures that I have at the moment. As you can see, the space at either side, I'm gonna fill all that out with the new releases coming up. The Multiverse of Madness, the Hawkeye figures. They only revealed 2, but I'm hoping that there's gonna be a Yelena. And hopefully Hasbro will reveal a second wave for the No Way Home. Definitely need those Spider-Man villains. And of course, the 2 Spider-Man, Tobey and Andrew. Definitely need those 2. So to make our way through this display, we're starting off with Quicksilver. Then right next to him is the Scarlet Witch. And of course, you gotta have these 2 together, as they're both twins and aesthetically they look awesome. My only wish is that this Quicksilver stayed alive. That way we could get a comic accurate or inspired suit just like his sister here. Behind Wanda we got Doctor Strange. And of course, with the upcoming Multiverse of Madness, gotta pair these 2. And aside from that, they're both magic. And this will be my segue into the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness figures. And at the back we got White Vision. Down here we got the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And I really love the recent film No Way Home, one of my favorites. And we just gotta have the other 2 Spider-Man and the Spidey villains, and I'm gonna be displaying them all together once they're revealed, hopefully. And then here we got the big 3. I'm pretty sure that almost all displays got these 3 up front, because they're obviously Marvel's and the MCU's big 3. And at the back we got Captain Marvel, which is my first ever Marvel Legends, but at the time I wasn't really focused on getting a lot of these guys. But after acquiring Scarlet Witch and White Vision, the Marvel Legends MCU fever got a hold of me, and here we are. Here we got the rescue armor, and this became one of my favorite armors when I saw it in Endgame. It's like so sleek, and her hive lasers are pretty awesome, and I'm glad that they included it with the re-release for the Infinity Saga. And down here we got Black Panther. I actually had to backtrack this last year, especially since we weren't gonna get a T'Challa Black Panther anymore with the passing of the late Chadwick Boseman. So I just gotta had this figure, and I'm pretty lucky to get this vibranium suit, because this is like the figure that really caught my eye. The vibranium purple accents really make the figure pop, and also the details. So, and we got Black Widow, Shuri, and wasp at the back. So that's my Marvel Legends display. Now we're gonna be moving on to the whole Transformers display. For the first shelf, we got the Bayverse Transformers Autobots. And these are not all the Autobots that I have. There are some that are distributed throughout this shelf, and there are some that are being kept, so I just displayed the ones that appeal to me most. And also specifically the Studio series. So here we have the RC triplets. There's Jazz, Dino, Sideswipe, and down there we got Wheelie and Brains. Then at the back we got Ratchet, Bumblebee. He's from the last night, not from the repackaged Studio Series version. I'm currently waiting for the Dark of the Moon release because that's like my favorite design for Bumblebee. Then we got Ironhide, and I'm so fortunate that I got him right when he was released, because right after that became rare, and the prices for him are so ridiculous, so I'm so grateful that I acquired him so early when he was released. And last we got the last night Optimus Prime. Next we have my Transformers animated Autobots display. And first off, here we have Blur. Decided to keep him in vehicle mode because aside from the fact that it was his first, the way he was introduced, his vehicle mode really appeals to me. It's very sleek and very futuristic. So yeah. Next we have Sentinel Prime. Behind him is Grimlock, and sadly he is the only Dinobot that I have. In the middle we got Prowl, looking all cool with his pose, especially because he is a ninja, and that really appealed to me, making him my most favorite character, and as a bonus also my favorite figure from this line. He's just so poseable, and I really loved his personality. Next we got Ratchet. Behind him, Optimus Prime. And he is my second favorite figure following Prowl. I just love how he represents his on-screen appearance as if he jumped out of the screen. And aside from that, I really love the face mask gimmick, where you can make him look relaxed and ready for battle. And last we have Ultra Magnus. So there you have it. That is my Transformers animated Autobots display. Next we have my Bayverse Decepticons display, and first thing you'll notice is that most of it is not Studio Series and some are from the main line. To start off we have Ravage, which is a very cool figure, and I wish they could make this for the core class Studio Series. Like they could shrink it down so that way it's very articulated and posable. That would be so great to add to the collection. Next we have Barricade, then Crankcase, Soundwave at the back. Then we have Shockwave, which is my all-time favorite Studio Series figure. I just love how they were able to replicate his on-screen appearance, making it look like he just jumped out of the screen. And then we have Megatron. So yeah, that is my Decepticon display. And if you're wondering why I only have a few Decepticons, well, some of them are scattered throughout this display, and I somehow, through my childhood, really love the Autobots more. I think it has something to do with the fact that I love cars, and since most of the Autobots are automobiles, they appeal to me most than the Decepticons, which is why I only have a few number of Decepticons, not only for the Babers, but through every type of iteration and media of Transformers. Next, we have the Wreckers display just below the Autobots display. I wasn't initially gonna make a separate display for them, but since they couldn't fit with the others, well, just decided to go with it. So here we have Top Spin trying to tear apart Dropkick, although I decided to visualize him as a common Decepticon drone because he's too thin to be a Dropkick, although he could be retooled into a Vortex figure. Next we have Roadbuster impaling Pterodive with his own trident, and then at the back we have Leadfoot shooting at Nitro Zeus trying to save Topspin's life. And down here we have Evac zooming through all the action. And I decided to include him here because Evac looks like a wrecker, and he definitely blends in with the rest of the cast. Next we have my Transformers Prime display, and this is not all of the figures that I have because I have some figures that are currently in storage, like Predaking and Smokescreen. So first we have the two Optimus Prime and Bumblebee vehicles, which were made by Tomica from Takara Tomy. I really thought it was awesome that they decided to make their vehicle modes, and it's a really awesome addition to the collection. And next we have Wheeljack, and we got Knockout, Vcon, first edition Bumblebee, and again, he was my first figure for this line. So basically, for almost every Transformer franchise, Bumblebee would somehow be my first figure. And then next we have Ratchet at the back, Cliff Jumper. Sadly, I don't have RC. Soundwave, Starscream, and this is the Voyager class version, not the first edition version. And he's really big, so I had to put him in a bowing pose, which is very fit for his character because he does it many times, especially towards Megatron in the show. Then we have Shockwave, Optimus Prime. Sadly, I do not have the first edition version. That is definitely so much better than that, but I wasn't able to get one, so I stuck with that. But it's also a good figure, but I'd say the first edition one is miles better, especially with the possibility. And last we have Megatron back there, the Sharkticon version. I wasn't able to get the normal version, although with the third party Megs coming out, I might just decide to get one if I'm able to. And there you have it. So here we have the Age of Extinction, The Last Night, newest additions to the Autobot cast, minus Hot Rod. So first we have Drift, then got Slug here, got Crosshairs and Scorn, and we got Hound. And out of the trio, Hound is my most favorite. At first it was Crosshairs. I mean, his personality is cool and all, but I love Hound more. Especially after that Hong Kong battle scene. He had one of the coolest scenes and demonstrating that he's a like one man tank. So yeah. And behind them we got Strafe. Forgot his name though. But in G1 he's obviously known as Sludge. I just forgot what Baver's name he has. And last we got Grimlock. Not the Studio Series version though, but I would love to get him, except that I wasn't able to because of budget constraints. So yeah, really hoping Hot Rod in his Lambo version would be getting a Studio Series treatment, as well as the other Dinobots, because it would be so awesome to see the other Dinobots the size of Grimlock, and they will like overtower all the other figures, and that would be awesome to see. So lastly, in the bottom row of the shelves we have the animated Decepticons. We got Lockdown, Lugnut bowing down to Megatron, because obviously in the show he is the most loyal Decepticon you could ever see. Like, he keeps glorifying Megatron and all that stuff. So yeah, we got Megatron standing all cool like that, and we got Starscream and Blitzwing, and with that scary face, laughing like a maniac, which explains the pose. So yeah, a few Decepticons again, because as I've said earlier, Autobots appeal to me, especially because of their vehicle modes. I love cars, so evidently I choose the Autobots more. Although I do admit the Decepticons are pretty cool, but yeah, that's the reason. So yeah, this is the last section for the display, as I have 2 empty spaces left and I'm still figuring out what to do with it. So yeah, so that is it. That was my Marvel Legends, MCU, and Transformers display / collection video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really hope that in a way I've inspired some of you to do your own displays for your shelves. If you're needing any ideas, I hope that I've somehow helped generate an idea on how you display your cluttered shelves, and giving you an idea on how to make it dynamic. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my social media account on Instagram. I post some updates and even some toy photography and the hauls that I've got or that I get throughout the year. So yeah, thank you guys for all your support. I'll be doing another one of these videos or video probably by the end of the year. That way I have something new to show you guys, something fresh on the shelf. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.